Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell, and welcome back to another chat about video games.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just a chat.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
I would consider them quite big things. Personally, this week.
I found the one that you told me we're going to talk about first. That's a fairly one. It involves like other things that have been going on this year.
Yeah.
It's like more of the fallout from what a certain company has done to really fuck up everyone else's ideas for it.
Yeah. So, okay, first thing we're going to talk about, I think, nothing. Let's just go with what I've got in order.
Yeah.
So the first thing we're going to talk about is Bethesda has also removed its games from the Geforce. It's not just Activision Blizzard. Now, I think you were saying before that this might be because of Stadia's performance.
Stadia's complete and utter failure has been quite public.
Yeah.
It has been like, maybe not the massive mainstream media per se, but like anyone with anything to do with gaming has literally turned around and said, yeah, Stadia, it just doesn't, it's not worth it. It's broken, it's unfinished, it doesn't do what they tell you it's going to do. Half the stuff that they promised it was going to do still ain't been put into the system. It's just a complete and utter clusterfuck.
Yeah. So, in an article on Tech Radar, and this is by, a new website. This is by Emma Boyle. Well done, Emma Boyle. You've done a great article. She basically starts off saying that NVIDIA's GeForce Now has took another blow.
Yeah.
Into losing, and then there's actually a list of games that are not going to be on there. So you've got Wolfenstein,
Which Wolfenstein?
Old Blood, the New Order, and the New.
Oh, you mean the good ones? I know
the single player games.
The ones that people will actually play.
The one I don't talk about. The ones that I will talk about. Sorry.
Yes.
I won't talk about that other one.
No, we've got a video of that.
Yeah, so that's all I'm going to say. Evil Within 2, which is a bit weird, because does that mean Evil Within 1 is going to be on there?
I don't know.
And that's by Bethesda. Well, it was published by Bethesda.
Maybe not. The fact that Bethesda decided to pull their games from it. I mean, like we said last time, either A, it means they're not going to do a streaming... They're going to do a streaming service on their own, which is a dumb thing to do. Or B, that they believe the streaming setup, like the infrastructure, is not good enough at the moment for streaming to like the mainstream sort of gaming people. Because, unless you can afford ridiculous amount of upload and download speeds and have no cap, you're not going to be able to get a good experience with it at the moment. Well, from Stadia's proven. Apparently from, like I think I said it last week, from like early, some people have said like the NVIDIA version is actually not that bad. But
I think it still counts on your internet connection though.
Yeah, it does. It's still, any sort of streaming service still counts on your
but that's what I'm saying, like, NVIDIA could be really, really good, but if your internet connection's rubbish,
and
it's not really gonna mean. It doesn't mean anything.
And at the moment, unless you get government funding, the internet infrastructure is going to be shit.
Yeah,
completely, totally, and utterly shit. Because like OpenReach has proven it in the UK. They will take their fucking time. To roll it out.
They won't take their time. They just
to the point where they might as well not be doing it.
Yeah.
And the United States, they've got their own. It's a medieval fucking fiefdom.
They've got their own like little sections of them.
Yeah. I mean, literally, like the last time in America they had this sort of segregation between who can do what. It was called the 1920s and the gang warfare.
Yes.
like Capone's gang owns this part of Chicago, someone else owns it, Babyface Nelson owns this part of Chicago, that sort of thing. And yet, you know, because it's a fucking company, it's like, oh yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, they can just, you know, have their own little fiefdoms and have, you know, and just do a crap service because they know their customers can't go anywhere the fucking else. It's like, last time I checked, capitalism is also about competition.
Yes.
Isn't that what capitalism is about? But anyway, we're digressing. My point is, I am digressing, which is usually the problem.
Yes, it is. You go on a little tangent.
But no, it's the point I'm making is...
Yes, I know.
The point I'm making is
like
the pinnacle of like what everyone looks to when they say, oh, we're going to have a top-notch broadband network. Is like they look at the likes of South Korea now. And I'm pretty sure a lot of that is done by the governments.
Yeah.
The actual installation of the infrastructure of broadband to the premise is usually done by the South Korean government. If I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they do. So I'm just fed up of governments going to the private sector and going, you can do this, and the private sector literally just sitting down doing nothing.
a jack.
Absolutely jack shit. That is literally British. That is British capitalism. Government lets companies do this work for them, and the companies just sit around doing nothing.
Yes, because that's how it works. So anyway, back to talking about games and not politics.
But the point is the infrastructure is not there. It's a very long way of saying it, but
so Emma here, she goes on to basically in the article. There's not an exact reason why Bethesda have pulled out. They haven't actually said anything.
To be perfectly honest, if it was Todd Howard saying what the hell they were doing, I would call him a liar anyway.
That's true. So, sorry, I've had a long day at work today. Activision, like we said in the last video, Activision and Nvidia basically had a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
About, I'm guessing, Geforce now.
So basically, people went, Activision are being
looks like
Activision are being a bit of a dickish move, and then Bethesda went, hold my beer.
Yeah. Again. Yeah, look, it's looking like Bethesda are doing the same reason. Something to do with the free trial period of the GeForce Now. Yeah, God, why do I not remember the names of these things?
I'm getting all it. The cynical part of me is literally like, are Activision and Bethesda letting Nvidia do all the hard work to see if their games would work in a streaming environment, and then doing it themselves?
Possibly, but why pull their games out then? Why not?
Because then they can have their own streaming service and charge up people a fucking shit ton of money just for the privilege of not even owning the game.
Playing Battle.net.
Yeah.
Battle.net!
This is my biggest complaint about streaming at the moment. Right? The companies that are doing it, and Nvidia seem to not they seem to be the exception to the rule. But like EA, Activision, Microsoft, when they talk about streaming, it gives the impression like I'm not paying this subscription, like exactly like Google Stadia. I'm not paying Ubisoft to have the game and play it and stream play it.
Yeah,
like any of the Assassin's Creed games. Right? I'm not paying Ubisoft money to have that game. I'm paying Ubisoft money for the privilege
to play that game.
Of seeing me play that game.
Yes.
Right? Not actually own it. Now, let's put this into a let's put this into a like car. If this was a car, the only comparison you can have is Ferrari, who have a set model that you can't actually drive unless you go to a track. And then Ferrari, you can't even store it. Ferrari will then take that car from their site to that track, set it up for you, let you drive it round for a couple of hours, then take it back off you and take it back to the thing. And you pay Ferrari for that. That is literally what, like, Stadia. That is literally Stadia. You are buying for the privilege of using something for...
Has Stadia got any new games on yet? Like newly released ones?
If they have, they don't. They've not been really talking about it. Not been making a big... This is the thing, right? Right. The last thing that released, like, store-wise, was the Epic Games Store. And when they released YouTube, Twitch, fucking Twitter, the thing was covered.
Yeah.
From side to side, top to bottom, site to site. Epic Games just literally went all out and just got all the advertising for games for those sites.
I mean, that is what Fortnite does for.
Yeah.
If you think
they have Fortnite money.
Yeah,
they have Fortnite money. They have Fortnite money. They can do that.
They literally showed a trailer for Star Wars.
Yeah.
In Fortnite.
Yeah.
Like.
But yeah, no. Well, my point is like they made a big deal. They made a big deal of making sure as many people as possible knew about the Epic Games Store. I mean, granted, they also made people know about the shitty stuff they were doing with the Epic Games Store, but they went all out. I haven't actually seen, right, apart from actually searching for it to see all the bullshit claims they have.
I've seen an advert on the telly.
One advert.
Once.
Yeah. Where's the advertising? Where's the push, the attempt to get it in people's faces?
Unless that's over here, it's just not. They're not advertising.
I don't know. Maybe in America, it's
like
bigger, but
they're making a bigger push in America.
You would expect you would expect those adverts to show up on YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch.
Maybe Twitch.
Yeah, at least
YouTube kind of try to advertise stuff for your country.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, you would expect to see it on those sites, and I hardly saw anything to do with Stadia, apart from like one day.
Yeah,
and it's just boggles my mind that Google released Stadia and did not have the impetus or want to push it, and it's going to fall flat on its face. Again, it's another thing they're going to kill, because just like Google Glass, just like a bunch of other things, and yeah.
I don't think they're going to kill it. I think they're going to change it into like a TV thing. So sort of like Netflix, they're going to go that way.
Haven't they already got something
like Amazon Prime?
Haven't they already got something?
No,
like
I think Apple have. I don't think Google have got their own sort of
what, streaming service?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like their own sort of thing.
Maybe it will. But
that's what will happen. Anyway, back to the video, because we digressed onto Google there.
The thing is that this is the fallout from Stadia.
Yeah, pretty much. I can understand. Because if I was in charge of Activision, and I was in charge of or Bethesda, and because those games are on Stadia.
Yeah, right? And they've done.
And Stadia has not done fantastically.
No.
So I can understand them being a little bit wary of putting it on the video, but at the same time, I'm like, that's not the reason why you're pulling out.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if they come out like this E3 and say, we're going to have our own streaming service.
Like Ubisoft.
Despite the fact that literally the only thing that has been released has majorly crashed and burned.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
But who knows? Maybe in the video we'll actually be able to pull this off. To be fair, if I'm honest, I mean, really, this has kind of fallen from grace, so I highly doubt, apart from maybe your die-hard fans, which even then, There's not many.
Well, you know, this is the thing. Activision and
Activision Blizzard's probably the bigger loss.
Activision Blizzard and Bethesda have not exactly got the brightest of halos, shall we say.
But losing Bethesda, I wouldn't say that's a massive hit. But the losing Activision is. Because you still got to think just for Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's a lot of players.
But here's the thing, right?
Could you imagine playing Call of Duty instead of Oh my god. Online mode.
That is just a nightmare. That is a nightmare. God's sake, our internet is bad enough getting with lag spikes quite often. That's our internet. Normal. No. Imagine if we were fucking streaming it. Oh my god. I'd load in to a map and I'd probably die 10 times before I'd actually be able to control anything.
Yes.
I'd be kicked for non-action.
Yeah. You'd just be stood there. We'd have a blank screen.
Yeah.
We'd have a blank screen. It's just
Which, depending on which Call of Duty, is an improvement, but still. Not this one. Not the latest one. The latest one is actually pretty good.
I've not played the latest one.
It is. The co-op mode is actually pretty fun. A little bit hectic. I wish there was a bit more downtime, but between the sections of the maps. But
they lose Doom. They lose Doom. Doom's published by Bethesda.
I think even a 0.1 second delay on Doom Eternal would mean it's unplayable.
That's true.
The thing is that like we all know id are going to have that game like run to perfection in regards to its mechanics, in regards to its control and movement. That's going to be just like nailed down. Like anything wrong with it will just throw everything into whack. So yeah, I wouldn't even stream a game like Doom, even if they said the latency was like 0.01 of a second, because it's like, yeah, but that 0.01 is probably the difference between me having a great gory kill or being killed.
Yes, that's very true.
That's Doom for you.
You see, I'd look at those games and I think, are they really they're not. I wouldn't say any of those games are a massive loss.
Fallout 3, but most people who want Fallout 3 have probably already got it. Fallout 76.
Maybe.
I mean, to be perfectly honest,
76 is a joke. That shouldn't be in there.
No, Fallout 76. I mean, to be perfectly honest, you're doing anyone who has the Nvidia thing, you're doing them a favour.
Very true.
I wouldn't allow people to pay me money to play Fallout 76.
I don't see a massive
Dishonored.
loss.
Dishonored 2.
Not really. I wouldn't say again. Not massive.
Most people who have got that will already be. Everspace, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Special Edition.
The other thing is, a lot of these games, there's no way I want to play any of these on my phone.
No.
Not a chance.
No.
Do I want to play any of these games on my phone?
I mean, your eyesight is pretty bad.
Oh yeah, I know, but like,
which means on a tiny phone
even
screen.
if my eyes were fine, even if a lot of these games, like, no.
Also, and like touchscreen, I hate touchscreen.
Yeah.
I hate touchscreen's controls. They're never accurate enough for me. Never. And maybe it's because I've got big fat thumbs, but still. It's just like, you can't do anything finesse-wise with touchscreen. In my experience. But yeah, it's a bit of a bad shot against Nvidia.
Yeah, it's another one. It's another one.
But to be perfectly honest, I don't think Nvidia are like doing this and like betting the house on it.
Yeah,
they've got their graphics cards are still going to be the thing that brings the bank in.
And they've still got Steam. Like there's still tons of games on Steam that'll go on this. It's like I said, the only thing that's probably going to be a hit for them is losing Call of Duty.
Yeah, really. And even then, I doubt anyone would have had that just to play friggin' stream it.
Aye. I
mean, you know, if you want to handicap yourself, go ahead.
Yeah, most people who are streaming that game are going to be either PS4 or PC, I think. Anyway, we're going to move on to the Boston mayor asks PlayStation to reconsider its decision to pull out of PAX East. Mayor Walsh says PlayStation has an opportunity to set a good example by attending PAX East. This is on Games Radar.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not by our friend Andy.
Oh, is it?
It's not by Andy.
Oh my god.
It is by Alex Avard.
Hey, someone else. Well done, Alex.
Somebody new.
Somebody new. I hope all these people we're mentioning are actually getting paid to do their jobs and not just getting,
Probably
exposure.
not. Probably not. That's what we're doing, though. We're giving them exposure. I mean, we're not.
No, because hardly anyone watches these videos.
But nobody watches.
Nobody watches these videos. But anyway,
following PlayStation's decision to pull out of PAX East last week due to concerns over the coronavirus, Boston Mayor Marty Walsh has written to Sony the actual executive of
the head honcho.
Sony, Shuhei Yoshida. I'm hoping I pronounced that right.
I think you did.
Pleading with the company to reconsider its decision just days before the annual Gaming Expo takes place. Hold on. We'll let you go through the letter. While we understand that this is the actual letter that he sent. While we understand that you are concerned for the health and safety of your workforce, writes Walsh via Boston Herald, we urge you to reconsider and to learn more about the realities of this global health issue. These fears reinforce harmful stereotypes that generations of Asians have worked hard to dismantle. The letter continues, they trigger our worst impulses to view entire groups of people with suspicion, to close ourselves off, and to miss out on the opportunities and connections our global city provides.
I mean, the problem is that the disease is originating from Southeast Asia. Japan is in now Southeast Asia, which means, it could be also a case of, we don't want the chance any of us are... And this is the problem with the coronavirus,
yes.
Right? It's infectious before people are showing symptoms.
Yeah.
So, Joe Bloggs down the street could have it, walk past you, give you the coronavirus, and he'll be just as oblivious as you are. I mean, it's. I think the stuff that's coming out with people, let's be honest, being racist against Chinese is wrong, very wrong, extremely wrong. The odds, to be perfectly honest, right, the coronavirus has been going around that long now. Anyone, no matter what race, creed, or religion they are, will probably have just as much chance of infecting other people as everyone else.
Especially now.
Yeah.
Considering all the places that it's come up.
Yeah, it's in freaking Italy and South Korea and America and...
There's here. There's down south,
yeah.
Bristol.
Yeah,
being quarantined.
Yeah, they're being quarantined. At the moment, there isn't an actual outbreak in the UK, but there's
what I'm saying is that there are people
in the UK
that have it.
Yeah, it's... I understand what you're saying is what we should do is prove that we're not scared of this and have a big massive congregation, loads of people. The problem with that is like I said, a lot of people the virus is infectious before people know that even show symptoms. And the only way you can stop that is by not having big, massive groups.
Yeah.
It's one of those where you don't want to stop the events and that you're doing because it causes people to get scared and panic, and scared and panicked people do really dumb things. Really dumb things. And a massive group of scared and panicked people do enormously dumb things. But you have to then also put that in account of if one person has the virus and doesn't know it.
If one person goes to PAX who has coronavirus, he's infecting.
He's infecting a lot of people. He or she is infecting a lot of people.
Yeah.
And they will be probably oblivious to that fact as well. This is, I mean, it's I'm not saying someone's people aren't deliberately going out and spreading the coronavirus like they're walking fucking biobombs. That's not how this is working, people.
No.
I understand, and to be perfectly honest, Sony has been pulling back from a lot of things, to be honest, so that maybe not the only reason. It's just a convenient enough excuse to put forward.
Yes. Well, I think they are. I think it is the main reason why they're pulling out, because I can't see them really pulling out of PAX. Because for PAX, for Sony this year is their demos for The Last of Us and the Final Fantasy VII remake. Yeah, that's their big. It's like the last. It's the last convention before those games come out.
Yeah, it's also like
so it's like the last big push.
The last big push and the last hurrah for the PS4.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. I can understand the reasoning. I can understand both sides. Basically, it's like,
oh yeah, I get it.
I understand the hit PAX East will take if they don't show, but then again, I can understand the reasoning why they don't want to go, and it's not necessarily. It could also be like, look, the shit's happening all over here. While we're pretty confident none of us have it, we don't. There's no like one apart from taking a blood sample every fucking 2 weeks. Yeah. There's no guaranteed way to make sure that everyone that goes over there doesn't pick it up, because also they'll be traveling by plane with a whole bunch of other people who are also coming from Southeast Asia.
Can they do that on them? I thought the airports were closed, especially around Southeast Asia.
Not all of it.
Not all of them.
No. China, the major provinces in China that are massively affected, they're and a lot of countries are literally telling Chinese planes that are from China like go the fuck back.
Yeah.
Don't land here. Go back. But like flights from Japan are still going. From Seoul, like there's still flights coming from Southeast Asia, just not the epicenter of it.
Right. I understand now.
But yeah, it's like
you gotta be. You do have to be cautious.
I think we're past the point of like literally going. We can just isolate this here. Yeah. I think the fact that like just 100 and odd people have just all of a sudden North Italy gotten the virus, and they don't know why.
Yeah.
They're like, well, there's no connection to China here. We don't. Obviously, there's been a connection to China. We're at the point where it's like the virus will have been spread through person to person. That literally you could have probably had someone 5 steps away from fucking China, and that's how they've got it.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's
you gotta. Unfortunately, with these sort of things, you've got to be cautious. You have to be. You can't just be like, it's fine. It'll be over there.
Yeah, this is not like having a 2-year-old daughter or son and deciding that let's them play out in the mud so that they get a good immune system. Yes, they'll have a runny nose, but their immune system won't be instantly destroyed when they get a common cold. Mm. It's not that situation. This is a serious thing. The World Health Organization on the verge of saying that it's a pandemic.
I'm actually surprised PAX is going on with it going. I mean, to be fair,
because there isn't an actual outbreak at the moment.
Oh yeah, I know, but like
that's why. That's the thing. Is like Italy. The reason why Italy have like started to cancel a lot of things is because there is now an outbreak in Italy.
Yeah.
It's like in Korea, there's an outbreak in Korea, which is why they're starting to like stop gatherings and that.
That's why the Overwatch League isn't going to be there.
Yeah, the Overwatch League isn't going to be in Seoul because of the coronavirus. There's an actual outbreak. Everyone out there, like the people that are in quarantine here, have come from elsewhere. There's no actual like outbreak in the UK. In America, it's the same, and that's probably why they want to continue on. But I can understand the reasons on both sides, sort of thing. It's one of those really unfortunate yet.
If it wasn't for that, like, if you could like guarantee that everybody who was going to PAX, was only in America, then I would be like, all right, yeah.
If you could guarantee every single person that turned up to that thing had a 0% chance of having coronavirus.
I mean. Like, if you could guarantee that everybody that was going to PAX had only been in America for like the last 5 years.
No, for the last 2 weeks, had only been in America and only had contact with people who had only been in America.
Yeah.
Who also only had contact with people who only been in America. For the last 2 weeks, then maybe
then I could understand.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, let's
you
do
can't
it.
get that.
But
You
you
can't guarantee that.
You can-
You can't guarantee that, and it sucks. Yes, it sucks. It's a terrible situation. This thing.
Yeah, but you gotta look after people.
But
You gotta look after the people.
I think everyone should do what's right for them.
Aye.
And Sony have decided what's right for them is to say, sorry, we're not going. Our staff are too important, and we just we're going to pull a Batfleck and go, even if there's a 1% chance.
Yeah. Batfleck. Oh God, Batfleck. Why did you bring that up?
Because I was going for the quote of even if there was a 1% chance.
Even if there's a 1% chance.
Which, Batman doesn't do with 1% chance.
No, he doesn't do that. He never does that.
Never
But
does that.
we'll come back to that. So we're going to move on because
I think we were talking about the doom and gloom and the scaremongering of people
to be
saying
fair,
this is the end of the world.
most of the news this week has been kind of shitty.
Yes.
I mean, there's one bit of news that I do want to talk about, which is pretty good, but we'll get to that. So the next one is Activision takes legal action against Call of Duty Modern Warfare Battle Royale Reddit leak.
Oh, right.
Right.
So there's going to be a battle royale. They
Right.
put resources into that when they could have given me more maps.
Yes. Well, because the Battle Royale mode did quite well on Black Ops, didn't it? So of course they were going to put it into this.
Yeah. I mean, I should be grateful there was a freaking single-player campaign, I suppose.
Yes. That's what Activision are doing, You got a single-player campaign.
They're literally
Be
the Darth.
happy.
They're literally the Darth Vader going.
We gave you this one thing. Right now, you will take the Battle Royale and you will like it.
You will like it. Otherwise, I will change
Yes. Otherwise, we will change the
terms.
the terms of the agreement.
the terms of the agreement even more.
So this is on PC Gamer. This is an article by Jody McGregor, and so it starts off with Activision has not confirmed Call of Duty Modern Warfare will be getting a Battle Royale mode, but there have been plenty of hints and leaks. One, an image of people with guns standing on top of vehicles beneath the words Call of Duty Warzone, has got Activision particularly riled up to the point where they've subpoenaed Reddit for details of the user responsible for posting it. Torrent Freak reports.
It depends.
So the Redditor, and I'm not going to pronounce that because that is ridiculous.
Is it Russian by any chance?
No, well, it might be, but I can't say that.
Assyrian 2410.
I can barely say my name.
Assyrian.
All right. Assyrian 241 posted a link to the picture in a thread called I found this image online. Not sure what it is, possibly Battle Royale. They've since deleted the post along with their account, as Eurogamer observed. Activision has also been issuing takedown notices to people who tweet the image, and a YouTube video with footage of the Warzone tutorial posted by the Gaming Revolution has been taken offline. So
So
Activision not happy.
No,
They're not happy.
They're not happy.
They're definitely not happy about this.
The problem is, right? The problem is like if they have a leak, then either it's one or two things. Either A, it's someone who was in house.
Yeah.
In which case, they really need to solve that because otherwise, the leaks will just go from place to place to place.
Most leaks are from in-house.
Yeah.
Like it's,
no.
it's
What I
always
mean,
a journalist who knows.
either that or it's like playtesters,
Yeah.
and they're breaching their no disclosure agreements. Both have like legal consequences for the
Activision.
person.
Right. Before we go on, Activision have every right to do what they do.
If this is the thing.
If there's the non-disclosure thing.
And that's it because there's that's the actual like initial leak sort of thing.
Yeah.
But the problem is that if the person that's doing the leak hasn't signed an ND, no disclosure, and is not a member of Activision, the staff, that person technically can't, he's not signed anything to say he can't show it. He's
Alright.
not agreed to anything.
Although that might
so legally, like, it depends. They must be really confident that they know who the leak is,
unless they're doing it to find out who the leak is,
or prove who the leak is.
who the leak.
That's what I'm saying. They must be really confident to like potentially go down legal avenues because lawyers aren't cheap.
No. Especially the ones that Activision hire.
Yeah,
They are not cheap.
They are not cheap.
And they don't hire just one.
No,
they hire a lot of them.
No, they hire a team. They hire an actual team. You know.
They hire a lot of them, and none of them are cheap.
Yeah,
they're quite expensive.
It is like going to be a whole thing of like, they must have an inkling of who they think the
possibly
leak is from.
They just need to prove it,
and they just need to prove it, which is why they may be doing this. Either that, or they're just being really pissy. Which,
to be fair,
consider the fact
it's Activision.
It's Activision, who are headed by Bobby Kotick, who the internet likes drawing as a devil.
Yeah, put little devil horns on it.
Yeah, they just love doing it. So there must be something behind that. Either that, it's just to piss him off.
I think it's just to piss him off.
Either way,
it clearly works.
Yeah, clearly, clearly does. But yeah, I wouldn't put it past Activision doing this because they're just pissed. That's their big secret has been leaked. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I'm not particularly arsed about Battle Royale being in Call of Duty. I don't give a shit.
I think it's more because, like,
although
you don't hear about Activision.
Although, right, the latest patch that revealed the Season 2, and there's a new menu option, and it's classified, and you can't activate it. You can highlight it, but it doesn't really show anything. And I'm like, as soon as I saw that, I went, you're going to give me a fucking Battle Royale mode, aren't you? That's what you're doing.
Yeah, it's going to be Battle Royale.
That's what you're doing.
If it wasn't Battle Royale, right, and they were doing this, there's no way Activision would be, like, acting the way they are. They'd be like, ha-ha, gotcha! It's not Battle Royale, it's something else.
Yeah, if it wasn't, the way Activision are acting, it kind of proves...
It's Battle Royale.
It proves that
definitely
what these people have been saying are actually true. The fact that they've been taking videos down.
But is
the thing is, if the video they took down, if that person was under a non-disclosure, then they have every right to tell them to take it down.
Yeah.
Because they weren't supposed to put it up in the first place. But yeah, it just depends. I mean, like, they must have an inkling.
Yeah.
Of who it is. Which means we may hear about a firing of some sort, potentially.
Possibly.
I don't know.
I think because you don't usually hear about leaks from Activision. You do for Blizzard.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Yeah, but the thing...
But not Activision.
Yeah.
I think Activision are kind of like... They've
never
been in this situation before.
There usually is actually leaks from Activision. It's not often, but it does happen.
Oh, you mean like there's a new Call of Duty game coming?
Yeah, well, yeah, but no, like Black Ops 4. I'm pretty sure the fact that Battle Royale mode was going to be in Black Ops 4, that was leaked, and I'm pretty sure like the initial rumors of there going to be a single player campaign was leaked as well. The remake of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, I'm pretty sure that was a leak as well. Initially. So it's not unheard of. It's not regular. It's not like other companies. I can't think of one off the top.
Ubisoft.
It's not like Ubisoft.
Ubisoft are just
who are literally
there are leaks about everything. There are leaks about concept art for games that don't even exist from Ubisoft. They're literally they're a sieve. They can't keep a secret.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that they're never going to put Sam Fisher in a game again.
Also, I don't know if you saw this.
I miss you, Sam Fisher.
Yeah, but yeah, I think I think they're actually the way that they're acting, I think pretty proves it that there's going to be a Battle Royale. I'm like, meh. I mean, I'll give it a go and see if it's.
No.
Well, no, it's just because it's like, will this mode make me rank up faster than the other modes? Because
probably not. Co-op it'll give you a separate.
No. Literally, right. My co-op, it goes towards my multiplayer experience. I rank up really fast on co-op mode. It's ridiculous.
Okay. Maybe then. Who knows?
So, If it does, then maybe, but I'm not really that fussed.
I'd rather pull out my eyes with a pair of tongs.
Yeah, it's not the. I don't mind it, but I'm not really that fussed. It could literally a game could or could not have Battle Royale, and it will not mean anything to me.
I will be honest. Now, if you like Battle Royale, that's good on you. Well done. I find it to be the most boring game mode I have ever played. You wander around, do nothing,
yeah, and then get shot,
and then get shot,
and then
or you shoot somebody.
Yeah,
and then it's just sort of like.
To be honest, right? Like from what I've seen, because if a person I like watching on Twitch streams a Battle Royale, Fortnite or PUBG, or Black Ops, or Apex, I don't mind it because I enjoy watching them.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. But it's not the thing that decides. But in the genre's defense, like Apex Legends is a lot more action orientated.
Yeah.
They seem to have gotten that, like, I think because the maps are either smaller or more compressed, or it's like there's more stuff in it.
It's faster.
And it's faster.
It is a lot faster.
There's less downtime between combats.
Yeah.
Which is quite good. Look, people are gonna like it. People are not gonna like it. I'm not fussed. I don't care. It's a mode.
I would rather chop my leg off with a rusty saw. Anyway, so on to
keeping on Activision, because it's Activision Blizzard. Have you seen the footage of the unfinished StarCraft Ghost game?
Yes.
That's another leak.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's so. That game is such a disappointing story to read.
I know.
About how that just literally went.
It just couldn't.
No leadership.
Yeah, it just couldn't. They just couldn't get it. Get it together to fix it.
And Blizzard just constantly kept toing and throwing on it, which made
would have been their like first
console
non
PC game.
Yeah.
I think so. I think they may have come out also on PC, but it would have definitely been like their first proper console game, as far as I can remember. I think maybe. I don't know. It was going to be PS2 and Xbox, but I don't know if like it came out before Half-Life was released on the Xbox or not. If that was going to be its launch window, I don't know. I can't remember. I literally can't remember.
It looked alright. I'll give it that.
Yeah. Rough around the edges, which is what you expect for an unfinished game.
Yeah. But, decent concept. Give it a go. Those type of games were all the rage at the time.
Yeah, action, third person action, adventure, stealth.
Game, stuff like Splinter Cell was big, Metal Gear Solid.
I think that's the problem though, is like they wanted... There was no like clear point like this.
Yeah, they couldn't decide. If I remember correctly, they couldn't decide between
an action game,
or a stealth game. Which one to fully like go into.
Yeah,
and that's what happened.
And
which is a shame. But you know, it doesn't just happen to Blizzard. It happens to a ton of games.
And I think it's just like. I think it's the thing is like everyone was excited. I mean, I'd never played a Blizzard game when that game was announced, and I was like, "Ooh, this sounds interesting."
Yeah, because like I said, when that game, I think when it was announced, those type of games were.
Yeah, I know, but the thing was like, they literally went from the makers of StarCraft 2, and they're making a console game, guys. This is going to be huge, and it never happened. But anyway, that was just a little thing I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
Because we're on leaks.
We're on leaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a good little segue.
Okay. So enough about doom and gloom and horrible things and Activision being all pissy. A bit of decent news. In the last 16 months, The Witcher 3 has made over £36 million. That's a lot of money for a game that's as old as The Witcher is.
The Witcher 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it over a year old now?
It means, what's happened now, it's over a year old. I think it's over 2, maybe over 3.
Yeah, it's quite a while.
What this means is it's made CD Projekt Red the second biggest gaming company in Europe.
Hey, that's a deal with Netflix to do.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, was a good idea.
I mean, if you haven't watched it, watch it. And Netflix did really well advertising that show.
Yeah,
I
need to watch it. I have not watched it yet, and I need to watch it.
I'll watch it with you because I'll watch it again. I loved it. I loved every episode of it. Yeah, it's second. It's second to Ubisoft.
Jesus.
In such a short span for CD Projekt
Considering
Red.
Rockstar have, considering 2K have Rockstar, aka
Grand
Theft Auto,
and Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, no, but Grand Theft Auto is the moneymaker. That's the cash cow.
Grand Theft Auto Online, yeah.
Yeah, that's the cash cow. That's the thing they're milking all day.
Yeah, because they can't sort out Red Dead Redemption Online.
Because it can't be arsed.
Because they can't fix it. Yeah, it is. It is really big. This is really good news. I like this news. Because CD Projekt Red they're a team that I like.
Yeah,
I enjoy them. Their games.
I mean, just look at what they've done with the promotion and build up to Cyberpunk. They've literally gone, this is our... buy the bog standard or the super duper ultra thing, and the super duper ultra thing gets everything.
Yeah. They we're making a really cool game, and the game looks phenomenal as it stands, and they need to fine tune it and all that sort of stuff, like they've said. Give it 6 more months when they announced it was all. And when we saw bits of it, it looks great. In my personal opinion, at the moment, it looks great.
I doubt that's what my PS4 is going to make it look like.
Oh no,
it's not going to look that good.
No, I'm telling you, there's going to be a PS5 version. There's going to be a PS5 version. But you know what they did?
Yeah.
To make that game, how can we make this game even hyper for fans? They put Keanu Reeves in it.
Yeah.
They put Keanu Reeves in it. They don't need to advertise this game anymore. They just need to say Keanu Reeves is in our game, and people will buy it. People don't even play video games will buy that game
because it's got Keanu Reeves.
It's got Keanu Reeves in it. They don't. It is. I'm really, really.
Yeah, I think they need to manage a little bit better.
They need to sort out crunch.
To get rid of crunch.
They need to get rid of crunch.
Either they need to get more people in more secure and stable positions, or they just need to basically go, look, it'll be out when it's out.
Yeah. I think their main problem is, because there's, especially with CD Projekt Red, CD Projekt, with Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk's like this huge undertaking.
Yeah.
And for the fact that they're making a lot of money, CD Projekt Red are still a very small team, all things considered.
In comparison
if you
to
compare them to Ubisoft
or EA or Sony Entertainment, Sony
they're a relatively small company.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I totally understand.
And I think this is the problem, especially with the smaller companies. What they do is they come up with this idea and they get going and it works, and they kind of, I think they overestimate their own ability, if you know what I mean. I think
they overestimate the time frame. They underestimate the time
it'll take to make the game.
Well, yeah, because there are unforeseen things will happen.
Exactly.
Eventually they'll release a story of how they made Cyberpunk, and they'll be like this innocuous little thing that no one notices during the game that will have caused them at some point during development a massive headache.
And that sets you back.
Yeah.
And now I'm not condoning crunch, but what I'm saying is when you give yourself a deadline, it's very hard to be like, oh, we can't meet that deadline.
Yeah.
Right? Especially when you've already set a deadline and then you've gone, well, we're
but
not
I think that's down to the media and the
yes. What it's down to, it's down to companies like EA and that who don't allow that sort of thing to happen.
Yeah.
And it's also because the media will just eat that up, because they'll go, what they'll do is they'll take pictures of people who are not happy that the game's being delayed.
Yeah.
And use that tweet or use that picture or video or whatever and just paint everybody
as that.
Yeah. All of this one person who's like you may even just be a little bit pissy that the game's been delayed, and they'll take that one tweet where he's said something that, okay, maybe he shouldn't have said, or maybe he's just a bit annoyed and angry, and he's put it on the internet, and the media will take that and just be like, all Cyberpunk fans, look at them all, look at the things that they say, look how horrible they are, and it's like, no. So
they did a lot of people, the media did that a little bit with I think Final Fantasy 15 when they announced the delay on that.
Yeah,
and I was literally like, well, look at it. Gorgeous. Why? I can wait.
Yeah, I can wait. I can always wait for a game.
You do not go to Leonardo da Vinci and say, finish that painting today.
Exactly.
You don't do that.
I am always fine with waiting for.
But here's the thing: in the counter argument, right? The counter argument to the fact that EA don't allow games to be delayed is that when that happens, you get shit like Anthem
and Dead Space 3.
And Dead Space 3 and Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh god.
And FIFA 2020 career mode.
Have they fixed that yet?
I don't know. Maybe, probably. I'd be surprised. Well, I'd be surprised. I wouldn't
Maybe,
be surprised.
No.
I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they have. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if they haven't.
A part of me wants them to be like a Bethesda, so they fix these bugs. But because they fixed those bugs, they've just put in a whole bunch of new bugs.
Well, I think I've mentioned it ages ago, but like EA, the FIFA series is literally like they'll fix something and they'll focus on this one thing to the point where it literally gets in the way of everything else. Like when they introduced the collision system, that was horrendous at times because the game would literally throw players together, even though you're trying to throw them opposite directions.
Yes,
it was just annoying as hell.
But anyway, back on to CD Projekt Red. What this means with them getting this money and actually, it means they can expand.
Yeah,
which means they can bring more developers.
As long as they don't,
which means they can do.
As long as they don't do something stupid like Two Tails game. Was it Two Tails? The ones that did The Walking Dead. The story. Telltales, yeah. As long as they don't do what Telltales did, which is they overexpanded, but still kept churning out the same freaking game with no new game engine.
Yeah.
And no like innovations on the genre that they.
Well, The Wolf Among Us is Wolf Among Us 2 is coming.
Yes, I know. Which is a bit weird. I mean, The Wolf Among Us was one of the better ones that they did.
Yes. I did enjoy The Wolf Among
Us. So I think for people who like The Wolf Among Us, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is for me.
I would just put this out. This is not the Telltale games that people grew up and loved.
No.
It is a different company. Two guys went in and bought that company and have hired a bunch of dudes. I'm not 100% convinced that it's the people that lost their jobs when Telltale went under. So maybe they'll give it a new engine. I don't know. But when you expand, you have to make sure you don't overexpand. Because when you overexpand, that's when you get into fucking shit. Yeah. Like, Thomas Cook going under and all that.
There's a fine line.
Yeah, you've got to be careful.
Fine line. But if the
money that they're making is a nice thing. It gives them the option.
It's a good thing. But like I said, if they keep going with what they're doing where they're making one game at a time.
Yeah, because they have their own storefront, which is GOG, isn't it?
Yes.
So they'll be making a little bit of money from that, which keeps them ticking over while they make the next game.
If they stick with just making one game at a time and to make that game fantastic, I think they'll be all right to be able to bring more developers in. Yeah. More artists.
I just think they need to put. I think they need to. Take it on board. Like the gaming community have literally gone like, look, crunch is wrong. We've had
crunch is is a no-go.
It's a no-go now. Just don't do it. We can wait. We're patient now.
Yeah.
If the game's good enough, we're willing to wait.
We've always been willing to wait.
Well, yeah, sometimes we don't have the choice, but still. But no, the point is like, we're not. The vast majority of us aren't gonna fucking light torches and grab pitchforks and storm the fucking castle.
Yeah, nobody talks to those people.
because they're the minority. They're the arseholes that are just doing it because they're arseholes. Yeah. They probably won't even buy the game anyway. Yes, if a game I'm looking forward to. If Final Fantasy VII Remake gets another delay, right? I'll be disappointed. Yes, I will be disappointed. Will I be pissed? No.
I mean,
do I know why? Because, one, I know the game looks amazing, and two, I have a game called Final Fantasy VII at home.
Yeah. And also, like, with everything that they've shown off, especially with Final Fantasy VII, like, that game is coming out.
We have so many games to play.
Exactly.
We have so many games.
Like, if you're, I mean, you're a PC, you play PC. Yeah. Like, you know, there's tons of games that come out on Steam, like, every day.
I mean,
most of them are not great.
Yeah, most of them are terrible. But there are plenty of games to play. I've got like over 100 games on my Steam library. Not like literally a fifth of them are not on my PC. But I have over 100 games in my library. I can play them.
I just recently bought Darkest Dungeon.
Really?
So I'm gonna be playing that.
Yes.
That and I'm playing Dying Light to get ready for Dying Light 2.
Yes.
And that is literally all I'm doing.
I'm just re-downloaded Dungeon Defenders 2 to get in the mood.
Oh yes,
Dungeon Defenders.
I've done that as well. I have also just downloaded that.
The remake. I mean, personally,
the remake of the first one looks mint.
It looks amazing. And to be perfectly honest, like, the only reason why I stopped playing Dungeon Defenders is because the servers closed.
Yeah,
we played that up to the point.
Yeah, the servers were
GameSpy.
Yeah, that was a shame.
That was a
great game.
That was a great game.
I mean, I'm really glad that they're remaking it.
Yeah.
The Squire looks fantastic.
The Squire looks fantastic.
I love the Squire.
They all look.
With his little mouth, where on the helmet, and he just looks so cartoony.
All the character designs look brilliant. They
look good.
Really good. So. I'm looking forward to playing that. Really looking forward to playing that. That is going to be fun.
Yes, definitely. Anyway, enough about this. I think that's it. There's nothing else to really chat about that I really want to. There's the Sony patent thing.
For
microtransactions, but I don't want to talk about it unless it's like fully confirmed that that's what they're going to definitely, absolutely, 100% do.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. The thing is,
I hope that they don't do it, but
right. My hope is that they're patenting this and not using it so that no one else can patent it. Because if Activision patented it, you know for fucking certain they would.
They've got their own, haven't they? They've already done one.
They've already got their own. I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty damn sure they probably are putting that in effect. Can almost guarantee it.
Because I think Ubisoft's got one as well. I think
Ubisoft have got a patent for something, and you know EA are looking at like, let's make the worst one of these possible. That is EA.
No. EA are thinking that, right? But we all know Bethesda will be the one.
No. Bethesda will have one that's just as bad as EA, but will be broken.
That's what I mean. Bethesda will have the worst because it'll con you out of your money and it will break your game.
It'll cut you out of your money and then not give you what you paid for.
Exactly.
No, I literally, like, I'm wondering if... Because, you know they'll do it for... The thing EA will do it for is Football Ultimate Team.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's what they'll do it for. And I'm like, well, if they only do it for Football Ultimate Team, that won't affect me. One, because I've stopped buying FIFA games.
Yes.
And secondly, even if I did buy FIFA games, I don't like that mode. I hate it because I look at it and go, I have to buy all these players and they're going to be only useful for 1 year.
Yeah.
Are you taking the fucking piss?
Yeah.
At least Hearthstone, when I buy those cards,
the cards aren't useful for a year because you lose them after you've used them a number of times.
Yeah. Oh no, I know that. But even if you had because you can get contract expansions.
Oh yeah, but you've got to pay for that.
Yeah, no, but no, they also come in the card packs.
Oh, all right.
Right, okay, but still, it's literally if you have the A team, the team of Cristiano Ronaldo, Harry Kane, Lionel Messi, David De Gea in goal, freaking just like a World 11. Yeah, a World 11 in your starting lineup, right? And then FIFA 21 gets released. You go into that. You do not have those cards anymore.
No.
Because EA are the worst. At least with Hearthstone. I mean, granted, there are problems with Hearthstone. I still don't 100% am happy with the pricing structure, but still, when I buy those cards,
they're your cards.
They don't go away.
Yeah.
You know, like the cards I have gotten from the packs I've opened in Hearthstone, I can still go and use. Granted, some I can only use in Wild because Blizzard for reasons unknown to them. Yeah.
But anyway, I think that'll be the end of our chat today.
Yeah. Basically, Sony has a pattern for stuff to sell microtransactions to you, and we all know EA will have a worse version.
Yes. But to end on good news, CD Projekt Red is making a lot of money.
Off a really good game that somehow is on the Switch.
It's not somehow. It's black magic. It's weird, gibbity gobbity.
Black magic. It's clearly black magic.
Magic that puts that game on there.
That's the only explanation.
Yeah.
It's the only thing.
Yeah.
The people at CD Projekt Red are magicians and sorcerers. So, for those of you who live near CD Projekt Red, make sure the Inquisition does not go near them.
I'm waiting for the Switch. I'm waiting for Nintendo to make a deal with the PlayStation.
Oh my god!
And be like, Metal Gear Solid 5 is now on the Switch. I'm waiting for it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Something ridiculous is gonna happen.
Well, no, they won't. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Konami.
Oh yeah, Konami.
Konami is Konami, and Konami is.
Is it on Xbox as well?
What? Metal Gear Solid 5? Yes.
Yeah, that's what they could do.
No.
No.
No. Not because it's Nintendo. Because Konami, and Konami is the worst.
Yeah, they are.
There will always be worse, unless you're Konami.
Yeah. But anyway.
But yeah, CD Projekt Red, they are magicians and are making a lot of money.
Making them the second biggest company in Europe, and
I just want, just if someone from the higher ups of CD Projekt Red hears this, let some of that money go down to your staff.
Yeah.
Give them
get
a
rid
nice
of crunch. Come on.
Get rid of crunch.
You're better than this. Come on.
You know, and give your staff a well-deserved pay rise.
Yeah. I liked it. I like it a lot.
Anyway, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching the video. If you have. I know nobody watches these videos, so it's fine. And we'll see you in the next video. So thank you for sticking around, and put any comments, any views that you've had on the video about what we've talked about.
Yeah.
Just whack it down in the comments. No problem.
There's one caveat. Just be nice.
Well, no, yeah. Don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole. It's not hard.
Like I'm not getting money off this, so I'm not taking abuse. So if you do throw abuse at me, you're gone. Like I didn't care.
Yeah. Hardly anyone watches these videos anyway, so the loss of one person is not going to be that much of a big deal.
No. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next videos. Bye now.
Toodles.